Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to share with you the secret to making a lot of money on eBay. And it just so happens that that secret is in this truck right here. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Justin, and here on my YouTube channel, I go by Coach Commerce. And the reason why I picked that name here on YouTube is because I love making content all about how to become better as an e-commerce seller. And specifically, I spend a lot of time focusing on how to get better at selling on eBay, because that's how I make a living as a full-time eBay reseller. Now here on my channel, I make all kinds of videos about how to source products to sell on eBay. You know, I've taken you with me as I've gone to thrift stores, to the flea market, to estate sales, to garage sales, you name it. You know, auctions. There's all different ways that you can make money by finding things for cheap and then selling them for higher money on eBay. And all of those ways of picking that I just mentioned are a lot of fun, but in my opinion, the best way to make a lot of money on eBay is by buying items in bulk or wholesale lots and then flipping that entire lot on eBay. Now, when I'm looking for large lots of products that I can sell on eBay, the first place I turn to is my cell phone. And where I look is on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and OfferUp. Now, when I pull up one of those apps, what I typically will do is I'll typically go in and I'll, put in a good search word like large lot of, or big collection, or wholesale inventory. Any good keyword that you can think of where people are going to be moving a large amount of product is going to be what you want to search for. And when you're looking for a large lot or a large collection, or even maybe a business that's selling all of their inventory, remember, the person on the other end of the phone that you're going to be communicating with typically isn't always firm on their price. When you're negotiating on a lot, remember, you can always offer lower and hope that they settle for a price even lower than what they're asking for. Now, in today's video, I'm going to take you guys with me as I go and purchase a large lot of parts from an old machine shop that went out of business. And I found this deal on Facebook Marketplace. You can see the ad right here. It says new old stock inventory sell-off. There's multiple different pictures, and it looks like there are a lot of parts. When I found this listing a few weeks ago, they were originally asking $6,500, and I just saw that they dropped their price to $4,000, so I know that they're desperate to try to get these parts out of wherever they're storing them. So I think now is the time to act, and I'll take you guys with me, and hopefully we can work out a deal and I can get these parts and show you exactly how I do it. Okay, I have some good news. I made an offer on the lot for $2,000 and they countered me back at $3,000, which I was willing to do. And as long as everything checks out, I have no problem paying $3,000 for everything that I saw in the pictures. I'm gonna go ahead and jump now here in my car and drive on over and see if everything looks like it is, in the listing. And if it does, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to rent a truck to get everything back to my house. Now, I typically like to rent trucks from Home Depot. I found that they have the best rates and it's easiest to get trucks from there versus, like U-Haul or Budget or Penske. Their trucks are better for moving long distances, but if it's something, local or close, Home Depot is the way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead now and hit the road because I've got a lot to get done before I can actually go and pick up these parts. Okay, so I've made it to Home Depot and hopefully I'm gonna be able to rent that truck right there. I've got to head inside and give them a deposit as well as my driver's license and proof of insurance to be able to get the truck. But when I do, I'll be able to head on over and pick up this lot of parts. All right, got the keys. Let's go ahead and hit the road. All right, we're all buckled up now and ready to go. But before I start the drive over to the other side of my county to pick up all these parts, one thing I wanted to tell you guys is that when you're looking for lots to sell on eBay, the same rule applies that goes with anything you're reselling on eBay, and that's that you have to buy cheap and sell high. So when I was looking for this lot of parts, I saw that there was a lot there, but I wanted to make sure that the price was right so I could get them cheap enough to make a profit when they actually all sell. So it goes without saying that when you're buying large lots of items to resell like this, you want to be familiar with what you're actually selling. That way you don't make a poor purchase decision and get in over your head to where you put up too much money and you're not going to recoup your investment back. So with this lot in particular, I've sold a lot of parts lots over the years, and there were a lot of brands in this lot that I recognized, like Square D, Balfour, a lot of good equipment parts. There were a lot of motors, switches, transformers, relays, stuff like that that I've sold in the past that I know a lot about. And on top of that, I even messaged the lady before I purchased this stuff and said, hey, can you send me pictures of some of the parts up close so I can check those part numbers and make sure that they're actually selling on eBay? Because there's nothing worse than when you get a large lot of stuff and it's all dead stock or, product that could not be sold by the person who had it first. So you definitely don't want to get stuck with a lot of inventory that you can't sell or can't move. There's nothing worse than that, making a bad purchase and then regretting it and then having no way of getting it out of your inventory. So if you keep those things in mind, you should have no problem buying a large lot, whether it's on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or OfferUp. if you find a good opportunity, seize on it, jump on it, because it can work out to be a really good opportunity for reselling on eBay. All right, I'm back home now, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up this truck and show you guys what all is inside. I didn't record while I was purchasing everything and putting it in the trailer because I didn't have their permission, for them to be on film and to be on YouTube. But we'll go ahead and open it up, and I'll show you guys all the parts that I got here inside of the truck. Okay, so as you guys can see, the truck is pretty much full. It's not all the way to the roof, but if I step up here, you'll really kind of get an idea of how much there actually is. Each box is full of a ton of brand new old stock parts, and these parts, I'm gonna list one at a time on eBay, and they all should bring a lot of money when they all sell individually. Okay, so as you can see, there are boxes upon boxes of parts, and it goes all the way to the back. And not bad for, a bulk buy. This should fill up a good chunk of my garage, and I'm excited to get it all unloaded and put up on eBay. Okay, so we just got everything unloaded from the truck, and it's all here now in the garage, which is quite the sight to see. If you can't tell, there is quite the death pile back there now. And probably in my next video, I'm gonna be talking about how to clear a death pile. But once I get all this stuff listed, I'll get it put away in my storage totes that are on the shelves in the garage, and it should clean up pretty quick. But if you want to take a look real quick, there is a lot here. Okay, so I took a bunch of stuff and I threw it all on the ground here. Got a mountain right here, and it kind of wraps around that side. But basically left enough to where I've got a pathway to where we can get in and out of the house if we need to. But yeah, it's time to get all this stuff listed, so I'm ready to jump in. Okay, so now that I got the truck unloaded, I thought I'd give you guys a few tips that I've learned over the years that have really helped me learn how to not only spot good deals on bulk buys, but also, a few more tips that you can use to help make sure that you secure the deal and then guarantee your success moving forward actually selling this stuff on eBay. And my first tip is to try to really make sure that you're haggling and negotiating. It goes without saying that anything you buy, that's where you make your money. You don't make your money on the sale, you make your money in the value that you get on a bulk buy. So for example, the lot that I bought today, I spent $3,000 on, and I anticipate that when everything sells, I'll probably make around $30,000 over a period of time. And when it comes to haggling, there's nothing wrong with asking for a lower price. Here in America, we have kind of a bad connotation with haggling, and people think that if you're asking somebody for a lower price, that you're trying to pull one over on them or you're trying to screw them over with the deal that you're making. But if it's a good deal, both parties win, and there's nothing wrong with asking for a lower price because maybe, the seller put it up higher thinking that somebody would maybe come in lower just like you're doing. And I've had that happen a lot of times in the past. Okay, another really good tip that I can give you guys is to always be looking for bulk buys like this. If you can find a good lot to buy maybe a couple times a year, having that much inventory in hand and on stock is going to help you really bulk up your eBay store and really help you get active listings up. Whenever I buy a big lot of items like this, it's normally enough to keep me busy and list for weeks, months, even maybe a few months at a time. So a big lot of items is really gonna help you bulk and beef up your eBay store. Another tip that I can give you guys that I've learned over the years is whenever you're buying a lot from somebody, ask if they have anything else for sale, because you never know with collectors or with businesses if they have other types of products that maybe they want to move off and sell off as well. For example, today when I bought all of this parts, I looked over in the corner and this lady had other boxes of stuff, and it just so happened that she collected postcards, and through conversation and by talking to her, I was able to buy about 500 to 1,000 postcards to sell on eBay as well. So whenever you're trying to buy a bulk lot of items to sell on eBay, make sure that you're networking and you're communicating and you're talking with that person, really establishing good relationships, because you never know what doors that may actually open in the future as well. Maybe they know other people that sell parts like, you're buying from them because they've purchased from them over the years. One bulk deal like that you're buying now can actually turn into many more deals down the road. All right, another big tip that I learned the hard way the first time I bought a big bulk lot of items is to make sure that you bring boxes and plenty of tape. Because if you don't, chances are when you get there, a lot of this stuff won't be packed up or ready to be loaded into your truck or to your vehicle. And trust me guys, there's nothing worse than having to stop to look for boxes or tape when really all you want to do is get everything loaded up into your vehicle to get it back to, your storage area. All right, another tip that I probably should have started this list off with is to always make sure that you're safe. When you're handling large amounts of money and when you're doing big transactions like you would if you're buying a big lot of items, you want to make sure that you not only know who you're working with, but that you're also being safe when you're handling all of that money. Now, most people know that when it comes to sites like, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and OfferUp, that you really want to be safe and be careful with meeting up with a stranger. But if you take a lot of time beforehand to really kind of get to know who you're working with, you really shouldn't have anything to worry about. And of course, you can always agree to meet up in a public place. And in fact, a lot of times when you're buying a lot of items, like from a business, most of the time, those items are actually in a public business where, they have open hours where other people are gonna be there as well. So you won't be going by yourself. But if you have to go to somebody's private residence or to their house, a good idea is to make sure that you take a friend with you, to have an extra set of eyes and for that extra security. But on top of that, if you bring a friend, you'll have people to help you load this stuff as well. All right, guys, there you have it. Those are my tips for buying big bulk lots of items to sell on eBay or any other place that you might be selling online as well. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button down below as well, and that'll help other people find this video that want to get better at selling on eBay too. Thank you guys so much for giving me your time today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.